Apparently, Tony Khan doesn't have enough toys to play with. He just wants to buy everything. As long as we get another All In, I'm down for it. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I am your host, Comic Book Bob. Joining as always by my good friend, Hollywood Frank.
HW, baby.
We are here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you what we think is the best and most interesting things happening in the world of wrestling. Real quick, let's see. We got here. Hicksville said, "Sup? What's up, dude? Thanks for coming." Courtney said, "Hey, guys. What's up, Courtney? Hope you're feeling well." The Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy said, "Evening, gentlemen." Gentlemen.
Evening, men.
Evening, man.
He's got to leave, though. Just go to the next comment there, man.
Yep. I'm out of seal. Sup there. Said, "Stop by to say hi, yo, but gotta go. I'm moderating channel live right now. I need to catch the replay. No problem, sir.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for stopping by." It's feeling Big Daddy. Leg Kick says, "Hail, come up, Bob and Hollywood Frank. What's up, Leg Kick? Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We appreciate it."
Yeah.
And as always, like we say,
Sup?
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 Hello.
What's up?
what's up? Or,
Hey,
as
yo.
always,
Hey, yo.
survey says there's some great stuff happening right now in the world of wrestling. And that, as always, leads to our favorite segment, the good, the bad, and the ugly. This week, Frank's starting us off. What you got, bro?
My turn.
Go for it, man.
Hey,
Hit me.
Dynamite.
Dynamite was awesome.
Jimmy
Sweet.
J.J. Walker would say Dynamite. That was really good.
Dynamite.
Couple of great matches there.
Some great foreshadowing.
Tag match with Danielson and Moxley versus Yuta and which one of the best friends? Chuck. Yeah. And then the slow build with Yuta, I thought was really good.
That's gonna be awesome.
Ring. And
if they don't do something with that, then I'm gonna be real upset. But knowing AEW, the way they like to set this stuff up, I'm 100%. I'm actually really excited because I like Wheeler Yuta. I think he's gonna be awesome.
But for me, that was the main event of last week's Dynamite, and your new AEW Women's Champion, Thunder Rosa.
That was a great match. That was a good
match. Well deserved. Really good match.
I went back and watched that match, and I don't think it was quite as good. It's kind of like the Scott Hall Shawn Michaels ladder match. I think their second ladder match was better. But everybody remembers that first match. That first match was awesome. I honestly think that their first match was better. This one was awesome. Don't get me wrong. It was great.
Yes, Courtney, I agree.
Yes. Thunder rules. I don't know. I still. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But go ahead.
She deserved it though. She really did.
Oh, 100%.
Put in the hard work. You know, got the blood flowing there on Wednesday night.
Oh yeah. Dude, when she took her hand and was smacking her arm into the tacks. Did you see the picture that Britt Baker posted later?
I did not.
Dude, she's holding her arm up and it's just like just all over it. She's got this thing that says, but they're fake tacks. And she's just got these little holes all over her freaking arm and in her hand. She's like, right. It was awesome.
Yeah. The bad. Man. As good as it was, the tag match and the women's title match, I was not impressed with the Hardy Boys match versus
I wasn't either.
the Private Party. Really not. And you've been building and building. You knew Jeff Hardy was coming. You knew he was coming. Why not have that punch with the Hardys on a pay-per-view or against what people want? They want to see the Hardys versus the Young Bucks.
They want to see we're going to get to that.
They want to see they want to see the Hardys versus the Hardly Boys. The Hardy Boys were the Hardly Boys.
That's coming, dude, because they basically kind of hinted at it on BTE being the Elite, but they have to deal with the Andrade home office, the ADH. What I want to see, I was not, like you said, I wasn't impressed with that match with Private Party. Maybe it's just they're unfamiliar with working on them. I'm not sure. It wasn't a terrible match. It just wasn't up to their standard. But what I want to see, yeah, and yeah, you're 100%. We give him the gravy. We got to give him the grief. Tony Khan's the one who booked this.
Yep.
Now he probably took some suggestions, but he's the one who booked it, so he's the one who takes the grief.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Hicks Villain. I honestly feel like I understand why they wanted to do it in front of her hometown. I get it. I think it should have happened at the pay-per-view, but that's just me.
You can't save everything for pay-per-views, though.
Right. No, I understand. No, she probably. Yeah, go ahead.
They don't. AEW is not like WWE. WWE has a pay-per-view every month. You can do stuff and save it for pay-per-views in WWE until AEW builds up with Ring of Honor or whatever they're doing and has more pay-per-views. You really don't want to save it for 3-4 months from now.
Yeah, and I understand wanting to do it in front of her hometown, and also, like I said, it took them too long. It took them too long to get to the point where to get to the second match between the two of them. The second match should have happened like 3-4 months ago, and then the pay-per-view should have been the rubber match.
Yeah,
but we knew going in, like she beat Britt in the first match. Britt has to get her win in. And so she gets a second match, and then you get the rubber match, and that's when Thunder Rosa takes the title.
Right.
I understand why they did it. I just think it would have been a bigger moment, an event, if it happened at the pay-per-view. But that's just me. But okay, that's your bad.
Yeah, my ugly is WWE. I don't know if I go several different ways. But
this is the worst WrestleMania build-up of all time.
WrestleMania is a clunker.
So far, yeah.
But I've talked about that last couple of weeks. Omos versus Apollo Crews and General Aziz.
And he beats them both at the same time. I guess Apollo Crews isn't getting any more push. It's
Apollo Crews is
he's too good to be treated like that.
When they saddled him with Aziz, I didn't think that was going to be a long-term fit. I just don't think that guy helped elevate Apollo. And
well, the way
now they remind me now of Retribution.
Yeah,
and what they did with those guys.
Veer's coming after WrestleMania.
13 days. She'll be here in 13 days.
God, that was so lame. But all right,
that's my GBU.
All right, my GBU, my good New Japan Pro Wrestling, guys, is the gift that keeps on giving.
That was coming.
You knew it was coming. I finally got caught up on New Japan Cup and New Japan Strong, and my God, guys, do not sleep. I say it all the time. Don't sleep on New Japan. Yes, they're depleted right now because they don't have most of their Western talent. They're split in half. But my God, dude, if you do anything, if you want to watch some amazing wrestling, there are 3 matches. All of the matches were at least entertaining for the New Japan Cup. The tournament season is amazing. Nobody does tournaments like New Japan does. 3 matches so far that are legitimately match of the year contenders, and I will put them up against anything that's happening in AEW, Impact, anywhere. Tomohiro Ishii versus Shingo Takagi. I thought that was going to be the best match, period. And it was literally the first match of the entire show. The poor Chicago crowd got Stone Cold and Cody Rhodes. Dude, there were so many people posting after that show. They were mad. They were pissed. We're gonna talk about this in a minute. They were legitimately pissed off, But Tomoshiri versus Shingo Takagi. Shingo Takagi versus Hiromu Takahashi. Awesome match, but the best match so far. Holy shit, guys. Find this. I don't care if you have to steal it, how you do it. Find this match. Will Ospreay versus Zack Sabre Jr. Like, I just got done watching it for the 3rd time, and it was so freaking good. They announced the date for the Best of the Super Juniors. I can't wait for that. World Tag League is going to be awesome this year. I think we're going to get some really good teams in there. I get the feeling that we might actually get some AEW teams over there this time, because there's a rumor that they might split the tournament between US and Japan this time. And if that's what happens, holy crap. But
we can see a super show.
Yep. And in Chicago, and April 16th, guys, April 16th, Chicago, the New Japan Chicago show, Will Ospreay versus Jon Moxley has already been announced. And yeah, it's one of those holy crap moments, guys. But anyway, New Japan is my good. It's been awesome. The next couple of New Japan shows, there's a lot of crossover with AEW. Like, I was just talking to Frank. There's going to be 5 or 6 AEW guys in the next New Japan show. So I can't wait. That means more New Japan guys are coming here. We're going to talk about that because Tony Khan's making moves. My bad. Poor freaking Seth Rollins. My God, how the mighty have fallen. I can't get behind this new character he's doing. This Joker-like character, this chaos thing. He's legitimately one of the best wrestlers in the world. He really is. But they're not doing him any favors with this stuff because it's not really resonating with people. And I feel bad because he should be in the title hunt all the time. He's that good, but he's not. And unfortunately, they're going to bring in Cody. It's going to be him versus Cody at WrestleMania.
Yep.
And then after that, what's he going to do? And part of the reason is because of, like you were just talking about Apollo Crews. WWE is not building anybody to challenge anybody.
Nope.
So who's Seth going to go up against next?
Who?
Yeah, seriously. Nobody has been built up to be a legitimate threat for anybody in the top 4 or 5. So, yeah, ugly, but not ugly, but disappointing. That old photo of Underground in full gear posing with his grandma wasn't his grandma. I'm not sure what picture you're talking about, but that's weird. And my ugly is the build to WrestleMania. This has got to be the most lackluster, lackadaisical, lazy ass, just uninspired booking and setup to a 2-night event that's going to be about 8 hours total. And there's literally 2 matches I give a shit about. And I'm just like, the rest I'm just, I mean, it's not that the matches are going to be terrible. Some of them will probably be pretty good, but the build has been dog shit. It really has. It's almost like they were like, it's like an afterthought.
And the rumor I was hearing was that they were thinking about having one of the women's title matches as the closer on day one.
Yep.
Then they no, let's do the KO show as the closer on day one.
Oh dear Lord God! Now here's the thing: everyone's worried that you know what? We're going to talk about that in a second because there have been some rumblings. They, well, I got completely derailed there.
Talking about WrestleMania in the women's match or something.
Oh yeah. They were the segment with Stone Cold. It's not just going to be a segment. I think it's going to be a cinematic match. I think it's going to be something where it's going to be at least part of it's going to be pre-filmed. And because they said that Stone Cold has been getting into shape for this thing. And supposedly he got, this was whispered into his ear months ago. So he started getting himself in shape, and he's supposed to be in like amazing shape right now. So we'll see. But this is definitely going to be more than just a little friggin' segment. I think this is going to be a legitimate. It's either going to be a legitimate match or it's going to be a cinematic match. But here's the thing. Outside of that and Roman versus Brock, which is going to last, 10 minutes? I don't give a crap about anything. I mean, if Cody does, because Cody's going to be on Raw next week. I'm calling it right now. Cody's going to be on Raw. He's going to come out at the end. He's going to challenge Seth. They're going to have their match at WrestleMania. I don't care. It's going to be a good match because they're two of the best wrestlers in the world. The buildup has been dog shit, and I don't care. Cody will get a pop because he's coming back to wrestle to the WWE. Their match will be good, but the booking has just it's not inspiring. It doesn't give me any like a must see thing. I'm gonna watch the match, but I don't know that but I don't really care who wins because once it's over, what happens next? Is Cody going to challenge Roman? Is Cody going to challenge?
Right.
And if he does, are they going to let him beat Roman? Probably not. You know, we'll see what happens because we don't know what Cody's deal entails. But yeah, for me, the ugly has just it's been terrible. Nobody cares about Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey. And I think the match is going to be dog shit because Ronda Rousey isn't very good.
Yeah,
now,
Charlotte has carried the whole match.
Charlotte's going to have to carry her. Charlotte is one of the few people who probably could carry her because Charlotte, whether you like her or you don't like her, is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Here's the question, though. Does Charlotte give a shit? Because Charlotte's become kind of like Randy Orton. If she's in a program she cares about, she's really good. If she's in a program she doesn't care about, she just kind of goes through the motions. So we'll see what happens. But
I think it depends on Rousey. If Rousey follows Charlotte's lead and sticks to the plan, fine.
Here's the question: can Rousey follow the lead?
I don't know. They said it's really going to be Charlotte leading the whole thing.
Yeah, because Charlotte's one of those people that she kind of demands perfection. This is the thing that So there's been some rumblings that Asuka not happy. She's 40 years old. Vince has made it very clear he doesn't want 40-year-old people when it comes to the women, especially. He doesn't want 40-year-old people, even though he keeps bringing people in their 50s and 60s back. But he wants all the talent to be under 30. I think something like he wants them all the new talent to be in their 20s, and he doesn't want any of the current talent to be over 35. Well, Asuka's 40. Even though she's 40, she's still one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. Better than 75, 80% of the women that are on WWE's roster. Yeah, and look what's going on with him. He's in freaking NXT, which I'm glad he's in NXT because he seems happy.
Well, he's getting some exposure out there.
Yeah, and he's getting some exposure, which is good.
Yeah.
So will Asuka walk away? I think at the end of her contract, either she walks away or they just let her go. And if they do, it's freaking stupid because, like I said, she's still one of the best women wrestlers in the world. If AEW was smart, they would snatch her up in a freaking heartbeat. Impact or NWA really need to start snatching up some of these people. They need to stop letting AEW take everybody.
Dolph Ziggler's had more airtime in one day than Elias has had in 6 months.
Dude, yeah, he's had more like legitimate like heat in the last 2 weeks than he's had in the last 2 years.
Yeah, and you got a guy who could be the next Lars Sullivan and be there and be gone within a short amount of time with Mahan, and he's getting more attention.
Oh, Veer?
Than a guy like Elias, who they have no idea what to do with.
Yeah. But
he's just sitting back there eating his catering, just whatever.
Hey, he's getting paid. But is Cody really going to show up? Yes. It's pretty much a done deal. It's just, again, the fact that he hasn't shown up in the last couple of weeks, they haven't taken any time to build this thing into something, tells me that creative are kind of like constantly going back and forth. And Vince is like, oh, I don't want to do this and I want to do that. And it worries me about his future. But
did they say
they did. I saw the thing. They did the vlog crew. They did a funeral for Fuego too. So yeah, he's really gone.
Have they come out and said how long his contract is with WWE?
There's no information. It's got to be at least for 2 years. It has to be. And if it's anything close to it's not going to be anything close to what he wanted with AEW. The money, I think, is going to be he's going to get the money that he wanted. I think he's going to get the $3 million that he wanted. The backstage power and all that stuff, he's not going to get that. And there's a whole there's so much, and I caution to say it because it's not. I haven't seen a lot of verification of it yet, but some of the rumblings about what happened behind the scenes have started to kind of leak out a little bit, and there may be a little more bad blood between Tony and Cody than we thought. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Hicksfeld said Alexa Bliss is mad too since they brought her back for only a Saudi show. Again, it's a matter of them not knowing what the hell to do with anybody. Let's be completely honest. Alexa is as charismatic as she is. She's very charismatic. She's very good at character work. She's not the best in the ring. She's better than half the roster that's there now. It's better than Zelina Vega. A couple of people, but she's not one of the top. She's not one of the top performers, though.
They need to be done with her gimmick that she has, though. With the
they do. They need to just get rid of it. It's stupid. Without Bray Wyatt, it's dumb.
Yeah, and it's. I would not be surprised, would not at all, if a week or two after WrestleMania that they announced another set of cuts.
Releases? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised either. Maximilian says, after everything, I think Cody protected himself in his contract. Otherwise, I guess co-host of the new Shot of Brandy would work for a while. Actually, a lot of the stuff that's coming out, a lot of the rumblings is that part of the reason why Tony did not want to give him the power that he wanted was one. We'll talk about this a little further because it's one of the things that worries me about all these companies that Tony's buying up and everything. But one of the things was that Cody wanted to push Brandy into the title scene, into the women's title scene, and Tony Khan was like, no. Now, take that with a grain of salt, like I said, because there's only been one or two sources that I've seen that come from. And until I see like some of the more reputable sources come out and say it, that's, like I said, take that with a grain of salt. But then again, you look at what happened when Cody was the booker, and they pushed that really bad Nightmare Factory was it that group that she had, which was freaking god awful.
Oh yeah.
That was part of the thing that they pushed. And the first thing that Tony did when he took control of booking is he killed that. So who knows? But the thing is, Brandy is going to be fine, regardless of whether you think because here's the thing. She's not very good in the ring. But she is very charismatic in a way.
She is.
And she's a good executive. And she just got a big friggin' TV deal for her TV show. So she's going to be fine. She's all right. Now, she has said that she wants to improve. She wants to get it. She wants to get into the ring. She wants to prove herself in the ring. She wants to get better. Whether or not that's going to happen, we'll see. One thing we do know is that Cody's deal with WWE, no deal for her. So supposedly that was one of the things that was on the table, that he wanted them to sign her as well. They said no. So, like I said, take all that stuff with a grain of salt. And Courtney says, well, TK will just pull another big swole move and talk shit about Cody and Brandy. That I don't think he's going to do that. When I say that there may be drama between them, I don't think it's to the point where they hate each other. It's just Cody wanted certain things and Tony said no. And because he said no, that was a deal killer for him to re-sign with AEW. Because it's the other thing too, is we know that
there's Bob and his phone. It wouldn't be the wrestling council without its phone going off.
I swear I turned this thing off.
And Hicks villain, Brandy versus Paige Van Zant would be a
friggin' nightmare.
Yeah.
Paige Van Zant, yeah, because here's the thing.
Brandy would get her ass kicked.
For in real life, yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm sorry. Putting Brandy over Paige Van Zant would be an atrocity.
That would, geez. Here's the thing. Paige Van Zant is not going to be very good. Even if she's been training for as long as she's because I know that she says she wants to have a career in wrestling. Even if she's been training for 4 or 5 months, she's still not going to be very good. Okay. So if you want to get a decent match of her, you got to put her in there with somebody like Serena Deeb, Thunder Rosa, Hikaru Shida. You need to put her in there with somebody that can carry her. Brandy ain't going to be able to carry anybody. So a match between Brandy and Paige Van Zant would be dog shit. Now, Tay Conti. Is Tay Conti a better wrestler than Brandy is? Yes. Is she good enough to carry someone like Paige Van Zant? I don't think so. So that match, I don't think that match is going to be very good at all. It's basically two hot girls. That's what they're banking on for this thing. But who knows? I mean, I might be wrong. Maybe Paige Van Zant comes out and she's like the next Kurt Angle. She's just good. But I don't know. I don't think so. So I'm not looking forward to that match. How about them boys winning the crowd? Dude, that was awesome. Friggin' dude, I can't. Dude, how about the announcement on the Ring of Honor Super Show? Dem Boys versus FTR. We're finally going to get that, but we're also getting Jay Lethal versus Lee Moriarty on a Ring of Honor show.
Yep. So
Ring of Honor, right now, I think what is it? Okay. So this is what's going to be at the Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to get Jonathan Gresham versus Bandito, which is going to be awesome because Jonathan Gresham is one of the 4 best wrestlers in the world, in my opinion. Them boys versus FTR. I think FTR is going to beat them. I think FTR is going to take the Ring of Honor world titles. And then I think they're going to get a rematch in AEW. Swerve versus Alex Zane, which is going to be awesome. And then Joe Hendry versus Ninja Max. So you've got 4 AEW guys on Ring of Honor show. So you're going to tell me that we're not going to start getting a lot more crossover between these two things? Please. It's going to be the shit.
I thought Joe Henry and Ninja Max each had separate matches. Not that they're going up against each other.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. They both have separate matches. So So we may get even more AEW crossover. We may get even more AEW crossover because those two guys are going to be,
Hey, Fantasia, welcome.
What's up, Fantasia? Nice how nice of FTR to give a couple of unknowns a rub. Dude, shut the hell up. And Matt Cardona versus Nick Aldis. That's going to be a really good match, dude. I really wish NWA and AEW would work together more. They did a little bit of stuff with their women's division, and that was it. I understand them not wanting to get overshadowed by AEW, but dude, I would kill to see freaking Jon Moxley versus Nick Aldis, or Bryan Danielson versus Nick Aldis. That would be the shit, dude. Do you guys watch John Burnett's Bloodsport? No, I don't, dude. I watched, dude. You know how much wrestling I watched this week? just in New Japan, I watched like 24 hours of wrestling this week, just in New Japan. That's not including 2 hours of Dynamite, 1 hour of Rampage. I sat through friggin' Raw because I love you guys and I wanted to do it so you didn't have to. And New Japan Strong. So it's like I watched like 30 hours of wrestling this week. I'm dead. But hey, welcome back, Fantasia. It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
The Cardona and Aldis match happened, Bob. Did it? I know Cardona beat him, but I thought aren't they going to have a rematch? Yeah, because I know Cardona took the title. But I think they're going to have a rematch, right?
I don't know.
I only wish those guys would quit with the yard. I can't say that because I'll get banned. Gear. Nah, dude, it's part of who they are, man. So, but yeah, dude, like Swerve versus Alex Zane is gonna be awesome. Briscoes versus FTR is gonna be awesome. Jonathan Gresham versus Bandito is gonna be awesome. And it's Jay Lethal, dude. And come on. But okay, we got to talk about
Tony Khan.
We got to talk about Tony Khan. All right, here's the question, and this is the question I'm posing to the chat as well. Is Tony Khan buying up too much? Is he stretching himself too thin? Is he going to fall apart? Does he need to bring in somebody to run these other companies for him? Because the rumor is they made a deal, and AEW now has a working relationship with DDR, which is one of the bigger DDT, which is one of the bigger wrestling companies in Japan. It's one of the 3 biggest wrestling companies in Japan. Their parent company is also, by the way, the company that controls Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. So we could see a lot more crossover with them. We already saw a little bit of crossover with them with Maki Ito, Yuka Sakazaki, a lot of the Joshi wrestlers that we already saw. And we know that Kenny Omega has a special relationship with them and stuff like that. Here's the question. Tony has said that he is going to be the booker. He's going to run both Ring of Honor and AEW. Okay. I think that's a mistake. I think he's stretching himself too thin. Now they have a working relationship with DDT, and there's a rumor that he is trying to buy DDT. So that'll be 3 companies. I don't give a shit who you are. You ain't running 3 damn companies, especially one that's in Japan. Okay? I think it's a mistake for him to run both Ring of Honor and AEW. He needs a general manager. He needs somebody. He has. Here's the thing. Like he has Regal. Supposedly, Regal's not going to have anything to do with controlling anything in Ring of Honor or anything like that. He's going to be a coach behind the scenes, and he's going to be an on-screen manager for Moxley and Danielson. So far, that's it. Now, if he was smart, he would put him in charge of Ring of Honor. And he could still have the final say over like the booking and everything. But let Regal run the damn business. Let him run the business. Like, just basically let him do what he did in friggin' NXT.
DDT, Courtney.
DDT, Courtney. DDT is DDT Pro Wrestling is one of the Japanese pro wrestling companies. See, here's yes, but Jeff Jarrett was part of the finish. Yeah, I saw that, man. I remember reading about it, but yeah, from what I understand, that they're supposed to have a rematch. Metal says it's called being a professional, Bob. You're in a major company now. Time to look like it. And he has Regal. Courtney says he's already falling apart in my eyes. I think he's had a couple of missteps, but I think Tony does a pretty good job. I think he does a pretty good job of running AEW. I just don't think it. I worry that he's gonna go the route of Vince McMahon, and it's gonna start being, story writing and booking for an audience of one. Because when you hold the reins that tight, I could be wrong. He may, Tony Khan has succeeded far more than he's failed. Okay, I think we can all agree on that. He's succeeded. He's done good far more than he's done bad. And hopefully he will see the writing on the wall and realize I can't stretch myself this thin. And get people to run the day-to-day and basically to be the face of Ring of Honor. He's got the perfect guy in William Regal. Hopefully he'll make he makes the right move. But I worry about this. And I worry that he stretched too thin. The other thing too is we know that the DDT, a lot of their wrestlers are going to be showing up in AEW and Ring of Honor. Their rosters AEW's roster's already super stacked. Yep. Now you're adding I know there's only a handful of guys that are still on contract to Ring of Honor, but still, you got all these people. You got all this talent, all these people. Now you got to have more people coming in. What are you going to do with all these people? Now, granted, there's some dream matches and stuff there, but yeah. I mean, what do you think, man? I mean, is this an worrying for no reason, or is it legitimate?
I think you're worrying for no reason right now. I mean, DDT bought Noah. That company's a big company in New Japan, or not New Japan, in Japan. So for Tony Khan to buy that, it's going to be more than he paid for Ring of Honor.
Yeah, 100%.
And obviously it's going to stay in Japan, so there's no way Tony can be involved in anything over there. So
he's going to have somebody run it if the rumors are true. Now the other rumor is that he may have bought their library to add to their streaming service when they decide to launch their streaming service, which from all reports is they're going to try to launch it next year.
Yeah. Now, if he bought it or if he's working with them to use their library, I don't have a problem with that, to be able to introduce some of these guys and do that cross promotion that he's wanted to do. But yeah,
it's. And again, that's the problem with rumors is you don't know. But then again, the whole thing with Ring of Honor was a rumor.
Yeah, Kick, I agree with you. There are plenty of guys who can assist them who know how to book. You've got Mark.
Oh yeah,
Mark Henry. You got Big Show. You've got Jericho. You've got William Regal.
Yeah, Regal's the big. Well, Regal is the big one. Regal's the guy that's like that. That's the guy who's like a legitimate wrestling mind.
If you choose to, you've got Bryan Danielson there.
Yep.
You can.
Yeah. Dutch Mantel. Yeah, Dutch Mantel's available. That guy's really good. But it's what company does Emi Sakura on? I do not know. I'm not sure about that one, Courtney. I don't follow Joshi wrestling all that closely. Johnny Cage. God dang it, man! Always corny jokes. The cult of meat with extra cheese. That was a funny song that he sang. But what's up, Johnny Cage? Thanks for stopping by, brother. So Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's too early to freak out. We'll see what happens with both Ring of Honor and AEW going forward. This deal with DDT, what I understand, right now it's just a working relationship between the two of them.
Yeah.
The rumor is that he's trying to buy their library and that he might actually be trying to buy the company. I don't even know if he can buy the company. Because like I said, the same company that owns them owns Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, and also there's another one I can't remember the name of, but they own 3 other companies. So it's like, how do you divest one piece of a company of a corporate entity from the rest? So I'm not a businessman. I don't know. I couldn't tell you any of that shit, but I'm sure that there's a lot of logistics to go through. And I think you're right. I think people are panicking a little too much. I do worry that Tony's taking too much onto himself and that he needs to, maybe have a co-booker or something like that. William Regal's the guy. Like Regal's the answer to everything, in my opinion. The dude's awesome. But the other thing, so here's the other question. And Johnny Cage said, "Dem boys dropping the belts because of the tweets." I think they are. I think they're going to drop. I think FTR are going to become the new Ring of Honor champion, tag team champions. And I think we're going to get the rematch at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Warner Media needs to get over it. All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's so stupid. Warner. Yeah, and it's not in all of Warner Media. It's one dude. It's one dude at Warner Media that's all butthurt about them boys. I think eventually Tony Khan's going to be like, yeah, screw you guys, shut the hell up, and he's either going to hire them to AEW or he's going to rehire them to Ring of Honor and just have them go back and forth. And I'm okay with that. If he's like, because they're the Ring of Honor champions right now, so they've got at least a temporary contract with Ring of Honor. So just renew that contract for the next 3 or 4 years. Keep them over in Ring of Honor, and just have them cross over whenever you want. Problem solved. And I know because Warner Media has no control over Ring of Honor. That's all him. So he could basically tell them when it comes to Ring of Honor, he could tell Warner Media to pound salt. And that's that's what I would tell them anyway. But he's trying to be a freaking he's trying to be diplomatic about it. Johnny Cage says maybe Lethal can finally win a match on TV when there's a co-booker. Yeah, I have to, like I said, give it time, but I have to admit, Lethal's time in AEW has been a little lackluster. I think that's about to change though. So, we'll see. But give me Matt Taven. That'd be good. That'd be cool. None of the Ring of Honor defectors in Impact are going back. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they signed contracts with Impact. Now they may have like something like Deonna Purrazzo and John Moxley have, where they can wrestle for other companies as long as the dates don't interfere. That wouldn't surprise me. But dude, I would love to see the Ring of Honor defectors go back to Ring of Honor and be, as heels.
Yep.
That would be awesome. Johnny Cage said, everyone told me to be patient. I didn't pay off. Yeah. But then again, that's what happens when you've got, like just like a little kid, man, when you've got so many toys to play with, a lot of them get left by the wayside. I mean, look at Brian Cage, look at Miro. What
Brian Cage came out and said that there's something coming up for him. So
right. Well, I think he had an injury, but he's been healed for quite a while. How about FTR wins the ROH title and the Briscoes win the AEW titles, and they have a huge ROH versus AEW wrestling show, titles versus titles. Okay, that would be awesome. That would be dope. Here's the problem. If Santana and Ortiz aren't the next AEW tag team champions, I'm going to freaking find Tony Khan and kneecap him. So, and that's the other thing. Ring of Honor has a trios title. Bring that shit. You know what? Have that trios title be like cross promotion. and bring shit over to AEW. They need it bad. They need it really bad. I disagree. Brian Cage is not a waste of money. He's just not been used well. Brian Cage is going back to an X equals AEW. Well, he re-signed with them for what was it? 4 years. He just re-signed with them.
Well, I know his 1 year option got picked up. I didn't know he signed a new contract.
I thought from what I understand, he signed a new contract. Santana Ortiz are going to lose to someone. And you know what? I don't have a problem with Santana Ortiz losing to somebody. They better get the damn belts before they do, though. Santana Ortiz, like I said, they're the last of the original teams. Oh, geez. I hope not, man. They will be. They will be, but they need to be the next tag team champions, man. 2.0 next champs. Otherwise, they change their names for nothing. Dude, seriously. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I'd be pissed. I wouldn't be surprised. But they better make it very clear. They better make it damn clear that the only reason they put those belts on those guys is so that Santana Ortiz can take them off of them. Because those guys have waited a long, long time. And I get why they put the belts on Jurassic Express. I totally get it. Jurassic Express have been better tag team champions than I thought they were going to be. I love Jack Perry. Santana Ortiz need their time. If for no other reason than to shove that crap in Jericho's face and be like, see, we told you, you held us back.
Yep.
What about best friends? OGs, not champs. Best friends. The best friends. Here's the thing about the best friends. They're kind of a gimmick thing. Like you don't need to put a title on Orange Cassidy. I could see them putting the tag titles on best friends eventually, but best friends is such a weird. They're just such a weird collective.
Best friends is an unmasked version of Dark Order.
Yeah, LAX. I want LAX. Dude, I swear to God. Well, Hernandez just left Impact. He's gone from Impact. They could bring him over to AEW to act as like their manager or something because the dude's 50. Sports entertainers, way to go, Jericho. Kayfabe maybe dead, but did he have to piss on its grave? Dude, I loved that segment. I thought that segment was awesome. Like if you're gonna be, dude. One of the things that interview, if you guys have not seen that interview with Pat McAfee and Vince McMahon, where Vince McMahon explains why he calls them sports entertainers and stuff, and then he turns around and goes out the next day and takes a shit on all of his talent. Jericho is really, really, really good at picking up on things in social media and the way people react to things and turning that around and using that. This is the third time this guy has reinvented himself since he came to just since he came to AEW. He's a master at this. I love that fact that they're calling them that they are the sports entertainer collective, which means that everybody else there is going to freaking hate their guts.
Yeah. Courtney, I'm waiting for Wheeler Yuta to leave Best Friends and join up with Regal.
Danhausen was the final nail in Best Friends company. Yeah, he doesn't really fit. I mean, I like Danhausen. Actually, no, I don't think Trent's going to turn on Danhausen. Trent's going to turn on Wheeler Yuta. Yuta and Wheeler, yeah, because Wheeler Yuta left Best Friends and went and tried to shake hands with
Regal.
With Regal. That means that the whole thing with them trying to teach the next generation, and Yuta was one of the people that they were talking about. That's going to create, and there's already friction between Wheeler Yuta and Trent because Trent felt like Wheeler replaced him when he was injured. And now he's going to be like, you punk ass dude, my friends brought you in here and you're going to walk away from them. No. So I love it. I love the fact that they're laying that groundwork. And I guarantee you within the next 4 to 6 months, Wheeler's going to turn on Best Friends and he's going to join Moxley and Danielson. So,
Yep.
but hey, take over for a second, Frank. I got to do something.
Oh, all right. Rob's outie. It's the HW show, baby. But yeah, Willie Utah teaming up and joining William Regal, Brian Danielson, and Moxley would be awesome. And there's another right there. You can put those guys together for a trio title. There's so many groups with Red Dragon and Adam Cole. There's another 3. I mean, best friends. I mean, you've got so many teams in AEW that you can slap a third person on there, make the trios title relevant, and pass those around in AEW. It's coming. And they said as soon as Kenny comes back, shortly after that, they're going to introduce the trios title. So hopefully,
yeah, and that's a trios title. That's a title you could put on Best Friends, because the original Best Friends were Orange Cassidy, Trent, and Chuck Taylor. So there you go. There's 3. There's a trio. Red Dragon and Adam Cole. There's a trio. Kenny Omega and the Bucks. There's a trio. Dark Order. There's multiple trios in Dark Order. Jericho and 2.0.
You got what's his name? Malachi Black and his group.
Yeah. Dude, that would be the first group that I would put the trios title on. Would be the House of Black. Either the House of Black or Red Dragon or they're calling them just Undisputed. Put it on the Undisputed. Either those guys or House of Black. Nicholas said, I think AEW is needing a cruiserweight title. There are so many talented smaller guys and young guys that could help a young guy show his worth as a titler. 100%. I know a lot of people fight me on this. They're worried about having too many belts. I think in a company with that many people, and that I think they need 2 more singles titles for the men. They need a junior heavyweight title or a cruiserweight title. I don't like the term cruiserweight. I'd rather it be a junior heavyweight title. And a TV title. Even though I understand that the TNT and the TBS titles are kind of sort of like a TV title. I think at the very least you need that junior heavyweight title.
Is the never open weight title in New Japan? Does that have any?
The never open weight title is weightless. Anybody can fight for it. That's kind of their version, and then the never open weight title was kind of their belt to be defended everywhere. So it's kind of sort of like a TV title, but they don't really have television over there. But the junior heavyweight title in New Japan is like almost as prestigious as the friggin' world title. But God damn it. The New Horsemen could be a trio. Yeah, they could. Shut the hell up. But that's the other thing too. Like with the Ring of Honor, with Ring of Honor, I would the pure title, the Ring of Honor pure title, which if Bryan Danielson isn't in that tournament this year, something's wrong. That's a title that could go back and forth between AEW and Ring of Honor. The trios title could go back and forth between AEW and Ring of Honor. Yeah, I know. 24/7 Dark Championship.
Oh,
that's just mean, dude.
Oh my god.
Come on, dude. Dark's actually been pretty good lately. They've had some really good matches on there.
We talked about FTR before, and it seems like now that Tully's gone from FTR.
Gone. Yep.
Are they? If you were listening to FTR talking,
yep,
is the Hitman going to make an appearance in AEW?
Yeah, I think 100%. I understand. And leg kick, yeah, you're right, dude. You look at the history of Kenny held the New Japan junior heavyweight title. Kenny held it. Will Ospreay held it twice, 2 or 3 times. Shingo Takagi held it. A lot of people held that friggin' belt. That belt's awesome, dude. And
what is it? 2 months from now, less than that, when the Owen Hart
Cup,
the
Owen Hart tournament
starts.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome, dude. And I really hope that we get some crossover people for that, because, like I said, dude, I need Zack Sabre Jr. versus freaking Bryan Danielson, dude. I need that match so bad, especially
And-
after watching that match with him and Will Ospreay. Holy shit!
You'll probably hear some chatter about that soon.
Yeah, said that soon. I'm hoping we get more crossover with New Japan with AEW. It really looks like that's starting to heat up. And the last couple of minutes here, that's something else that a lot of people have been bringing up. Now that Tony owns Ring of Honor, that means he owns All In. He owns all the footage, but he also owns the name. So does All Out get changed to All In? If it was me, I would. I'd change it to All In. And the other thing that people say that all these moves that Tony's been making, he wants to do another super show like All In. And if I was him, and I honestly, I think that's his plan. I think he wants to do another, whether he renames All Out to All In, I don't know. If I was him, I would, just because of the pedigree of it.
I would rename it All In if you're going to do a Ring of Honor AEW
super show.
Yeah, if you're gonna have if you're gonna have people from both brands in there. If you're not, then just leave it as All Out.
If he was smart, I would rebrand it to All In, and I would make that a super show every freaking year. I would make it a super show, because right now, think about it right now, with just the announcement that he's made, you've got at least a working relationship or co-ownership of AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, DDT, AAA. All they need to do is shore up their relationship with Impact. That's 6 companies, dude. That's 6 of the biggest wrestling companies in the world. You could do another All In. You could have another super show like that. And just do it once. Just do it once a year. That's what I would do. And I feel like that's what Tony's trying to do with all these moves that he's making. I'm just saying AJ should change it up. Instead of a title belt, the next symbol of Chinny should be a neck choker in honor of one of its founders. Oh, come on, bro. A neck choker with a big friggin' shield. Like, what was God dang it, man. That neck tattoo he got. What was it? It's an eagle with a shield, right? It's all weird. Cody said, now you're banned for the next 5 minutes. Come on, man. Don't hate on Cody just because he left, But like I was talking to Justin Hollis on Twitter. I don't think Cody's done with AEW. I think he's going to go to WWE. He's going to do his couple of years or whatever he's going to do over there. He's going to realize he's going to remember why he left, because I guarantee you Vince is going to try to bend him over again.
Yep.
Although, like, the reason why a lot of people don't understand why Cody went back to WWE. Cody went back to WWE because one of the things that kind of bothers him is the fact that he didn't feel like he was a success in WWE. He wasn't a world title guy. And he wants to go back there and be a world champion. And it's possible. I mean, we'll see what happens. He's going to be hot when he first gets there. We'll see after the first month or two. We'll see what happens to him. I hope he does. I hope he succeeds. They desperately need more people in the world title hunt. But I have a hard time seeing Vince pushing him over someone like Reigns. I have a hard time seeing him pushing him over someone like Reigns. I have a hard time seeing him pushing him over someone like Brock, over Bobby.
Yeah,
I have a hard time seeing it.
Cowboy Brock is getting over, and
he's over. Dude, God, he's crazy. he may be more over now than he's ever been.
Yeah, and to try to push Cody over him, like,
yeah,
because Cody's going on the Raw brand is what they're saying. So
yeah, he's going over to Raw, which honestly, I think that's good because then he doesn't have to compete with Brock. He doesn't have to compete with.
No, he doesn't have to compete with Brock.
Not really, dude. The only
He
reason
he has to compete with Veer Mahan, okay?
Ugh. He wasn't a world title guy in Cody. Cody lost it. Okay, he wasn't a world title guy in AEW by choice, though. He backed himself into a corner with that. He should never have done that. I understand why he did it. It was a callback to his dad. I really wish that he had done that because I think that kind of derailed him, and it kind of hurt him. But then again, Cody didn't want to be a full. He's made it very clear he's done with being a full-time performer in the ring at 40. He's done with it. He's not going to go past that.
Oh, he's coming, Courtney. April 4th. It's coming.
Ugh.
The male version of Emelina is coming.
God. He already beat the record for that stupid thing. But anyway, yeah, I hope not, dude. I really do. I really hope Cody goes to WWE and Vince, a light bulb goes off in Vince's senile brain and he makes him the champ and he lets him be who he should be. But we'll see.
One-time champ 4 months later, roadkill, not road dust.
I hope not. But anyway, guys, that's the hour. We're done here. Yeah, I mean, there's so much we could keep talking about, but like I said, we only got an hour a day. Some of us have to sleep. Some of us have to eat. Veer is beating Reigns and taking the title. No, he's not. let's be honest here. Veer, with the how long it's taken them to get this thing going, and Veer's gonna be he's gonna be hot for 2 weeks, and then he's gonna be wrestling the mid card, or he's gonna become somebody's bodyguard.
It's gonna be like Tensai.
Oh God. Anyway, guys, appreciate everybody here. Johnny Cage, Leg Kick, Hicks Villain, Courtney, Maldacito,
Guardian of Chaos,
the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy. Guys, check him out. The guy's got amazing insight.
Hey,
thank you everybody that came here.
73. We're up to 73. Thank
73.
you. Yeah. Help keep us going, okay? We want to hit that 100 soon.
We need 27 more to hit that 100. Appreciate you guys. Always. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.